All right, welcome everyone to our second meeting. We're just going to be going over more trip details and racing details, like just go more in depth on that, and then we can have fun. So if you haven't already, here's the QR code. We can go back to that. That just joins the campus group and makes it way easier for us to send you emails. All right, going on a trip. If you weren't here last week, we are going to Keystone in Colorado. We're having a late trip this year, so January 3rd through 8th is right before we come back from winter break. So if we get back and you can't get into the dorms, if you live in the dorms, you feel free to crash on people's couches. There's always places available, so you don't need to like figure out where you're gonna stay. We can do that closer to. Price is $5.95. It does not include travel. We will not have a bus this year, unfortunately, because it would be like $500 per person, which is just outrageous. Very important. The first deposit is due on 10/10. It is $100. It's to save your spot and everything. You have to do it. I'll keep on sending out reminders as we get closer to that. So what do you do for transportation? The best option is probably to fly. If you schedule flights right now, they're still under $300, I believe. You're going to be flying into Denver, like the huge Denver airport. Almost any airport should go to Denver because it's one of the biggest in the US. If you want to take the shuttle, you have to arrive in Denver before 2 p.m. on January 3rd. You want to account for delays because the bus waits for no man. And the shuttle will be $108 round trip. I almost guarantee that will be the cheapest that you'll get any shuttle from Denver to Keystone, unless you're having someone that you know drive you. So, you don't need to buy the shuttle, but it will be a cheap option unless you have a ride. If you want to drive, feel free to. Definitely let people know so that you can carpool because it's probably going to be, say, like a 26-hour drive. I'd say about that. Yeah, again, there is no bus. Sucks. No troll toll. Maybe we'll figure out troll toll on the what's it called, airplane. Just don't go to the bathroom ever.
Take them.
All right, other questions that people have had. I already have an Epic Pass. Will I get a discount? Yes, you will have a discount. It's $150 off the trip. There's a portal that opens. We no longer have the money, you sending the money to us and then we having to send it to Epic or Echo. We just go through Echo now. Everyone goes through Echo individually. It's a super simple portal. It literally just gives you a bunch of options of things that you can pick. And, you just read it carefully and make sure that if you do not have an Epic Pass, you don't click that you do have an Epic Pass, because then you will not have a pass for the mountain, and that will suck because it will be way more expensive if you get there and then have to buy an Epic Pass. What happens if I catch the Rona directly before trip? There is an option. There's going to be an option for a COVID insurance thing. It's going to be an add-on price. I'm told that's going to be really cheap, so I'm hoping it's going to be like $10. And that'll allow you to cancel with a full refund for any reason at all. Literally, they will not ask you any questions. You will just get a refund for the entire trip, no matter what. Now, I'm told if you do not get the insurance thing, that you're not fucked over. If you do get COVID or something, it'll just go into another trip that you'll have to schedule through Echo. I'm afraid I'm not good enough for the mountain or won't have fun. I guarantee you will have fun. Keystone has something for everyone. All the black diamonds, or most of the black diamonds, are a hike to get to, but I'm told that can be a good thing, as like, even though, like, if you're hitting black diamonds all day, you're not gonna like hit as many as you might at another resort, but since you have to hike to them, they're going to be a lot less crowded, like, take frequent breaks during them and just have fun during it, have a safety meeting. So yeah, if anyone has any other questions, you can ask them now. I'll try and answer. God, how are there 30 chats? Sorry, I didn't see any of these. Are there any questions in there? People have been looking at it.
Do you think we should get an Epic Pass? What do you say?
If you're planning
Only
to go
if you already are getting an Epic Pass. It's going to be more expensive to buy an Epic Pass unless you are trying to go to an Epic Pass location after trip. Then it would be cheaper to get the Epic Pass before trip. But if you're just going to Keystone, do not get an Epic Pass because
Mad
it's
River
way
is
more expensive.
Mad River works with Epic, I think.
Will there be a group discount code?
Oh, yeah, I think they do.
Pass?
I am trying to figure out the Epic Pass discount code. I am like currently working on the Icon group deal, which I can read it to you guys now. I should have included it in this, but like, depending on how things are, we might just do one or the other and just have a vote on it. But here, let me bring this up. Thank you, Enzo, for showing me this, by the way. So it says for the base pass for college students, it'll be $429 for an Icon pass and $609 for the full pass. Unless you're like skiing or snowboarding like a ton out west this season, I would just get the base pass. I got the base pass last year with our trip and spent 5 days in Big Sky, like literally plenty of days. I was so fucking exhausted afterwards. So yeah, I will get more details on that when I figure it out. Any other questions?
Regarding flights, is the only requirement that we just get there before 2 p.m. on January 3rd?
Yeah, you can coordinate with people if you want to take flights together and stuff. That you, like, if you're not going to take the shuttle, then I guess get there whenever, but you will have to be there. The bus leaves at 3 p.m. Do not just rely on your flight getting there at 2 p.m. to get on that shuttle, because
Before when would you say we should buy the flight? Like this week, this month?
I would definitely try and buy it this month, because it's definitely going to keep on going up and up. Right now I'm hearing that they're under $300. The bus is usually like $265. So it's like not going to be much more expensive than the bus right now. So if you want to save money, definitely schedule now.
Bagel Man, what are the rules on taking people from like other like schools or stuff, or like taking friends?
So yeah, that's a great question, Noah. We will take anyone. We usually do not. If there's someone under 18 that you want to take, please contact me, because there's some other stuff that we're gonna have to do with that, and I'm gonna have to talk to their parents and everything. If they're over 18, no matter how old they are, they can still go on the trip for the same price, but they will have to pay our dues, which is currently $40. And we'll go up to $50 on September 10th. So that's all they have to do for us to get our deals. So yeah, if any of your friends from other schools want to go on, of course, like, tell them to go with us, since it's a like non-bus trip. Like, people can come from literally anywhere.
What about people from other schools that have assisted me in kissing a deer?
What?
Ryan.
That's hot, dude.
Ryan.
Dude,
Can go,
Ryan's not coming.
Ryan can go even though he rips off my sock.
I was gonna say, if it's a choice between you or Ryan, I might pick Ryan.
I understand that, dude. I'd pick Ryan. If it was a choice between me and Ryan, I'd pick Ryan.
All right. Any other questions? I can answer some later on too.
Where are we staying at Keystone?
Oh, I meant to include that. I can get back to you on a second with
Hey,
the.
I'll look it up right now.
We're staying at a specific place. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, other officers, but I think that we are staying like at the resort, so we're not gonna really need a
We're
shuttle.
staying on the world's largest outdoor Zamboni and ice rink.
That's amazing.
That's what I know.
That's so hype.
I'll find the name. I'm finding it.
Do I bring my ice skates?
Yes, bring your
Oh, I'm bringing mine too. Let's do this.
And engineering lab is
We're ice skate racing, right?
Yes.
We're doing fucking everything.
I'm bringing my hockey stick as well, so.
That's gonna be an extra carry-on, Matt. You might want to.
No, the hockey stick is worth it. You have to.
You can
It's a
shove it up
must.
his bum.
I'll stick it in my ski bag.
For free.
Just carry it on the plane with you. Like, they won't even care.
Okay.
Say it's your walking stick. You're disabled. Exactly.
I'll act like I'm blind and I'll have Jaden guide me around the airport and I'll use it as a fucking.
That's what I would do,
You're
honestly.
onto something, Matt.
That's honestly a fantastic idea.
I'll put red and white tape on it. Isn't that what?
Okay.
Just have the person you're with say, like, don't tell them it's a hockey stick.
Yeah.
We need to save money.
All right. So the place that we are staying at is. My wife is loading. Still loading.
Bagel, is a trip 4 days of skiing or 5 days of skiing?
4 days of skiing.
All right, we are staying at Lakeside Village Condominiums, U.S. Highway 6, Keystone, Colorado. Location located in Keystone's original village, right on Lake Keystone. A short shuttle from the slopes. Occupancy 300 pillows. Unit size 1 to 3. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that.
Yeah, I
But
think
they got a pool, hot tub, nice granite countertops.
Heated pool too, right?
But we don't have to worry about.
they have an indoor heated pool. All that stuff is still iffy on whether it will be. I hope so badly. If there's not a hot
They
tub,
have a,
I'm making
yeah.
a hot
So
tub.
they have an outdoor hot tub, heated indoor pool, and they have a grill, picnic areas.
Oh my God, we got an outdoor ski team too.
They have they have 1 bedroom units, sleeping 4, 2 bedroom sleeping 6.
Who's talking?
didn't work. She just posted the
Oh my gosh, you could skate on that lake right there?
recording of her class
That's sweet.
Yeah,
Hey,
they have the
whoever's
biggest
like talking
outdoor
about
ski
something
team.
else, can you mute yourself? Can't figure out who it is.
There you go.
Wait, but we don't have to like book that ourselves, or do we just show up
No,
and we'll have rooms
like where we're staying is included in
the price?
The price, yes, and we will handle that. Like in November, I think we usually pick like who you're rooming with and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be 4 bedroom, 6 bedroom, and 8 bedroom rooms.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, and like the 4 bedroom will go to the people who are more like Rona cautious. I say Kona raucous.
All right, I just have a quick question. Mikey, could you grab that pink pillow for me?
What?
What?
Look.
Advice, Mikey V.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Ready?
My hands are slippery from the chain.
Jaden, I have another question. Turn around and open the top left drawer on your dresser.
I'm just not going to do that.
Wait, who? Jaden?
Jaden,
Sip, sip, sip.
There's nothing in here.
Sip, 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 sip.
Sip, 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 sip. Oh my God. Go.
Come on, Mikey.
You're so brave. Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow, on record. Good job. All right.
Back to Chinese food.
Anyone else questions? All right, then we'll move on. If you have any questions later on, I'll like ask again after Nathaniel.
How's your day been?
Can you post us the Venmo number again?
Oh yeah. I'll throw it in the chat.
What was your question? Did he ask for the Venmo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, welcome to the best thing about this team, racing. So we do this pretty much from January until mid-February is the racing season, but we're going to trails from when they open until they close. I'll have an official racing meeting on September 17th. So just mark that on your calendars. That's 2 Thursdays from now, where I go over like important details and payments and stuff you guys need to make. There are a lot of forms to fill out, so just be on top of it. I warn you now because I know people won't be later, but yeah, there's a lot of shit to do for this. But it's a ton of fun. So we will be having a season. USCSA is meeting next week to talk about COVID precautions. So we'll figure out if there's any special rules or things they're doing differently. But I mean, we're all wearing masks on the hill, so it doesn't seem like too much will change. It's the best way to get to know pretty much everyone on the team. It's kind of where you just learn everyone's names. At least you know their names while they're wearing their gear, and then you have to figure out what they look like when they're out of their gear. You'll experience it. It's a bit of a mess. Any skill level can send. You can only get better. It's pretty much, for the Ohio races, it's pretty much a time trial against yourself. We're the only ones that are competing because we're the only team in Ohio. So it's pretty much just time trials and you're just trying to better yourself. There's tons of people on the team that can give you tips and help you send better. I've gotten a lot better at snowboarding just because of racing, and I'm sure many others on the team can say the same thing. The events consist of giant slalom, and freestyle. So those are the events, I think. Yeah, so skiers do giant slalom and slalom, and then snowboarders just do GS. If you guys have any questions about racing, just drop them in the chat while I'm talking, and I'll address them at the end. Next slide, Biggle. Okay, so our tentative schedule, since I'm not sure when regionals is, but this seems like it's going to be this weekend, this is how our schedule's going to look. So January 16th is the first race. It's going to be at Snow Trails in Mansfield. The second race is going to be January 23rd. That's Martin Luther King Day weekend, just so you guys are aware, I'm pretty sure. And then January 30th is the third race. It's probably at Snow Trails, but that is still up in the air, so we'll see about that. February 6th is Snow Trails for our divisionals race. Just a quick thing, I'll talk about this more at the racing meeting, but you need to go to 3 races in order to go to regionals. So 2 races in divisionals is how it works. So if you can't make one of those races, it's fine, but please try to make 2.
You really want to go to regionals.
Yeah, regionals is a great time. But anyway, at divisionals, that's parents' weekend, so a lot of people's parents come up. We get a lot of food. It's awesome. And then we have Marg races in the evening. It's basically you have a long line of people. I don't know how we'll do it with
Marg
COVID,
races!
but you have a long line of people, and everyone has a partner, and you basically try to drink a mug, a pitcher of Marg as fast as possible. And an entire room can go from sober to drunk in the span of 10 minutes, and it's honestly beautiful.
It is the fastest you'll ever see a crowd get drunk.
Everyone's like, "Oh, I don't feel it yet." And then, like,
Everyone just starts talking louder and louder. It's so funny.
Wasn't it like 2 minutes last year?
The record?
Yeah.
You guys
Stop saying it like you don't remember. Like
you guys, the record currently is like the record currently is like 2 minutes.
I was the ref the past 3 years. It's 1 minute and 6 seconds.
1 minute?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was Paul, right?
I
Who's
think
gonna
so.
go
Yeah.
submit it?
No, the record was Sydney and Grant.
Or Sydney and
They
Grant.
finished
Yes.
it faster than Nick Fox and Widow.
Yes. That was 1 minute and 6 seconds.
What did Jaden get last year? Minute 13?
Minute 16.
Okay,
Oh, just
so-
below.
Anyways,
Goodbye.
the weekend after divisionals is going to be regionals. That's in Marquette, Michigan. It's about a 9 to 12 hour drive considering how fast you go. And then it's 2 days of racing on the hill. They take up most of the day. So for all of the races before regionals, it's kind of just the morning. And then after 12, for most races, we're done and we just chill out on the hill, have a lot of fun.
And we try to have cookouts.
Yeah, and do cookouts too. For regionals, it's pretty much the whole day. Snowboarders get a little bit more time. Skiers, you'll be on the mountain for most of it. So, I mean, you're still going down and stuff like that, but it just takes up more time. But Marquette is a really awesome mountain, and there's tons of powder sometimes, which is surprising because it's in Michigan. But, yeah.
Hey, the UP gets powder.
I know it does, but it was just I wasn't expecting it.
If we do not have a racing season, we're still going to be doing things. Heads up. We will try and make a trip up to a little known mountain called Mount Bohemia, which is very cool. But hopefully we do have a racing season.
All right, next slide. Next. Okay, so this is Snow Trails. Oh,
you told me to go.
It lagged for me. I'm sorry.
Get a better internet connection.
Okay, this is Snow Trails. The trails are definitely not as big as they look on this map, but it is still a good mountain. We have a really fun time here. The racing area is the black diamonds on the left. Trust me, they are not black diamonds.
They're black diamonds?
Yeah, they are technically black diamonds. They are not. Trust me.
That is funny.
Someone just fucked me once saying they went down it.
Nah, those are some fucking
Uh,
cubic zirconiums.
The right side is the park, and then the middle is like Bunny Hill area, and then Blues. And sometimes they have small park up in the top area. So yeah, that's pretty much the Snow Trails area. It's not that big, but it's Ohio. You can't really do much better.
The park slaps.
Sit. You
All
need
right,
it.
now you can go. Yeah.
Just wait for it.
Dudes?
This is just the same slide from last time, Hayden, if you just want
Dudes, get your access to the group me and events. $40 now, anytime before September 10th. $50 anytime after September 10th. Venmo or cash. Contact me for cash. We had a little mix-up with the Sarahs because we got a lot of Sarahs on here, but we got it figured out. Venmo, OSU Ski and Board Team. We said it in the chat too. Also, I put my number in the chat. I'll put it in again if you want to pay cash or check.
Hey, you fixed the Venmo this week.
Yeah.
Thank God. We got some fun events planned.
Wait,
If they
did anyone
let
have
the-
questions about racing that I didn't answer? I see Noah's been. We don't know about Crystal this year. That's tentative. I know with COVID, it might make lodging really complicated, so we might just forego that. We haven't really talked much about it at all.
And can I also say about racing that the best part about racing is that like during season it forces us to get out to snow trails every week because like I'll definitely say that during the middle of the semester when you're like all stressed and stuff, it's definitely easy to like forget to do the things that you love. So like racing is awesome because it forces you to get up like at a reasonable hour on Saturday and get to the trail. You
Yeah,
have a good
to
time.
Noah, it's a reasonable hour.
And Noah, get up on time.
Wakes up 2 hours late.
2 years in a row.
Yeah, Noah's not the one to listen about waking up on time.
Wait.
Bryce asks, how does racing work? When I first started, I thought it was going to be like a border cross where everyone's going down at once. That's not a thing till Marquette. You go in and out between like flags, and it's a time trial. And while we're in Ohio, we just essentially compete against ourselves. And then once we're in Marquette, like it's a time trial against other teams. Still very fun. You go zoom in.
Bagel, do you have the like Google presentation? Because I added a slide while you were talking about the trip.
You mean like after this one?
If you can't get there, just let me share my screen and then I can just back out of there if you can.
Well, now you're gonna ruin everything.
I'm sorry. People are asking about rideshare.
Where is it? Oh, how do I get there? I got it. I got it. All right.
Okay. I know people were asking about how to get to trails. Pretty much everyone, not everyone, but pretty much every day there is someone going to snow trails during the spring semester. They're open from around December to early March, depending on how the season is. Hopefully it's longer, but we'll see. But we usually use the main group chat to talk about when people are going. Just a simple like, hey, I'm heading to snow trails, DM me if you want to come, stuff like that. But we also have a team file, team rideshare file with everyone's contact info on that. If you ever want to go to snow trails, they can say when they're available and you just text them and say, hey, are you heading there? So it's a really easy thing. Usually, especially during races, you'll just find like a group to drive with and they'll go pretty regularly, but everyone is always happy to take more people to snow trails. We don't usually go to Mad River, but some people do. Sometimes the majority of the group goes to snow trails.
Yeah, Mad River has a college night on Friday and Saturday night, which is $20 for college students. Unfortunately, it is the most people I've seen in such a small mountain. It is like literally like a 10+ minute wait to get on the lift.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we usually buy season passes for snow trails because we race there. So because we already have season passes there, we usually just end up at snow trails.
Yeah.
Hi, Bailey. How's Florida?
Where's Bailey?
Sweet. Okay, that's all I had on this.
All right. Here's our discounts again if you have or if you pay your dues.
Yeah, we're looking around $240 for passes this year, around the same as last year, but that may be different. We just have to wait on chance, I guess, at this point. Yeah. Chance is a person. I'm not saying we're waiting on the probability we get it.
He said everything is looking to be the exact same as it was last year.
Okay,
His
so
name
yeah,
is
around
William.
240. Just a precaution before I dump this on you at the racing meeting. Skiing does cost money, so there are some fees for racing. Just to let you guys know, they're around $75, I believe, for USCSA. MCSA, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and then there's
just be aware.
also there's another fee. There's the USCSA fee, which is $15. And then we're still trying to figure out like each race costs $15 essentially per person. It's $750 per event. We're still trying to figure out how to make it easier on everyone, and just make it like more clear on how much exactly it's going to cost. Because like when I first started racing, oh boy, did I not realize how much it was going to cost.
Yeah.
But it is entirely worth it. Very fun. You'll get to know everyone a little too well, and you'll have friends for life.
Also, Snow Trails has their Labor Day sale this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. If you need gear. All right, here's our social media. If you haven't followed us, get them quick updates.
And if you guys have any friends that you think would be interested in ski team, please
please let us
them
know.
to like these videos and our campus group site. Like we want all the new people we can get.
Yeah, it's a struggle right now for us to find new people, like, without them, like, coming to us, because OSU is literally, like, barring us from having any sort of activity at all currently. Hopefully that gets lifted after the 9th and we can start doing things, but we will see. Right, I think that is all. Does anyone have any other questions before I stop recording so that people who are not here can maybe get questions answered?
Do they have to be enrolled in Ohio State?
To do what, racing?
To be on the Colorado trips?
No, they do not need to go to OSU. They don't even need to be in college. That if they are under 18, please message me, because I will need to work it out with them and their parents. If they're over 18, all they need to do is pay dues, and then like they'll be set. All right, any other questions about racing a trip?
Yeah, this one's actually, I was just wondering, do many people on the team get lockers at Snow Trails?
No, we usually, for races, we usually have like a set area that we claim because we're there like way earlier than anyone else is. But I would be careful with anything valuable. I know that people have gotten stuff stolen before.
Yeah, I got my jacket stolen last year.
Yeah, I know. And so, yeah, just anything that you care about not getting lost, I would just like keep in a car. I mean, like the parking lot is literally right there. There's no point in buying a locker.
Yeah, I was thinking more like seasonal lockers, like, you know, just keep your skis there most of the time.
Oh, to just keep them at Snow Trails?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I've never thought about that.
And I've never known anyone that does that.
That's a smart idea, honestly.
It's pretty nice. You know, you don't have to take that. You don't have to travel with them most of the time.
If anyone has any concerns about storing their skis in a dorm or anything, I can store them. I have a big basement. And
I also have tons of room in my house.
Yeah, so.
You ban, Kyle.
I will keep
I just put my skis under my bed last year and it was fine in the dorm, but yeah, there's definitely lots of people with off-campus houses.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Space.
If you don't have space in your house, just put them in my house. I have a huge basement that has lots.
Don't put them in my house.
I will wax
put them
them
in my little
for you,
one-bedroom
for free.
Another thing with the social media, for anyone who didn't see it in the group meet today, I'm planning on, if you guys have any cool pictures or videos of you doing ski or snowboard related stuff, feel free to send them my way. In the group chat, my phone number and email. We're going to try and do like a weekly picture or, you know, athlete profile or something like that, hopefully going forward.
All right, any last questions?
Does anyone want to talk about like positive trip experiences, like people who've gone on trips in the past, just kind of sharing what kind of stuff you did? And
I went on trip my freshman year to Telluride, Colorado. We unfortunately had no snow, and there was only 11 out of 150 plus runs open. I still had an amazing time. The parties definitely made up for the shitty conditions. And it was my first time out west, and I didn't even realize what I was missing out on. Now I do realize what I was missing out on, but I'm sure I still would have had a blast. So, like, I can guarantee you'll have an amazing time.
Yeah, we don't really have much risk of not getting snow. We're going the first week of January, and that's pretty much.
And we usually go December.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big plus, because there's usually a, like, right after Christmas blast of snow.
And I'll just say that trip in general is the best weekend of the year, even if you don't know anyone. When I was a freshman, like, I went to a couple snow shows in the fall, but like really I knew no one until a trip. And then But, I mean, that's why I met Jaden. Like, we're great friends now, and like so
Debatable, but continue.
Aw.
I'm joking. I love you.
Yeah, and so you just meet so many great people, and like it's like that's where you make friends on the team. Like that's where you build these great bonds, and it's like yeah, it was tons of fun. Like I was pretty nervous going there, not knowing anyone, but
I had to save Noah one of the nights in Steamboat.
oh yeah, Tribal night.
Well, night, I was covered in paint and only wearing duct tape underwear.
That is not necessary on ski team though. That was just a
Oh
bagel
yeah.
move.
We never pressure anyone into doing things, but we do hype people up if they are going to do things.
Also, going out west, if you've never been, is literally the best skiing you'll ever do in your whole entire life. So you might as well take advantage of it while you can.
I think it's the best thing I've ever done in my best thing I've ever done in my entire life.
I barely skied, and I just like on a whim decided to go on trip. I was either gonna join a frat or go on this, and I decided to go on this. And when I came back, I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna rush." I made so many good friends, and we had a great ass time out west. So
You did the flip into snow shirtless.
yeah, I was doing flips into the snow. I'd never seen that much snow before since I'd never been out west. I was doing front flips into the snow because it was so deep. It's just amazing time. Amazing time.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking about joining a frat, we can haze you too.
Don't say the H word. We'll just
H word is not a thing,
nice
but
to
if you want
also, to be clear, like,
If you want a paddling, Matt's got you.
To be clear, trip will be awesome even if there's not great snow. But I'll also say as someone who's gone great. So when I was a freshman, we got awesome snow. Last winter, I did trip to Montana, and we got like legit powder, and it was like
beautiful.
Trip is the most fun you'll ever have, even if the skiing sucks. But if the skiing's amazing, oh my god! And like we're going to a sick ass resort in fucking Colorado, like.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll have a fun time.
I mean, you can think of not going on my freshman year, and I think it's my biggest regret from my college career because I went last year, and the people that I was already friends with, I became much closer to. I met people that didn't race that much this last year, but like I still hung out with all the time last year, and it was quite honestly the best experience of my entire life. Just the views on the top of the mountain alone are enough of a reason to go on trip. Just being able to see how fucking gorgeous nature is. But the things that this team does when we get together and we don't have to worry about finals or COVID or anything stupid like that, it's incredible. You'll have the time of your life guaranteed, and you will meet people in the most fun ways.
Yeah, one time on trip, I went and I found out I failed 2 classes, and I still had a blast. It was awesome.
You also don't have to fail 2 classes to go on trip.
You can be successful.
You can be an idiot like me and still be able to party, but
yeah, the best thing about trip is that
stay
we're
in
done with
school.
classes. That's fair.
Yeah. All right. I'm ending the recording, and then we can have fun.